Habari maafrika, mimi ni King. Nina furaha kukutana na wena. Asante kwa kutazama King Said So. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Phala case is back in court. And I think it is befitting that we thank the African Transformation Movement ATM President Vuyo Zungula for, fighting from day one, trying to impeach Cyril Ramaphosa, this criminal of white monopoly capitalists, to be impeached in court for, breaking the law as the president. And also, we must thank the EFF for the job that they are doing. This march was successful. Oh my goodness, the EFF is back, ladies and gentlemen. The old EFF that we know that is making noise on social media, the EFF that is making noise in the streets, and also the EFF that's making noise where it matters in court, the EFF that's making noise in parliament. It's very important to see that. So I want us to discuss briefly. I did not watch the whole procedures, but I got some good clips for you guys for us to watch today and discuss this thing of Phala. Because for me, it's quite obvious what is going on. And it looks like the court, the constitutional court, can see with that, but now we are just arguing something that is not supposed to be argued. I mean, there was dollars found in a couch. Why are dollars in a couch? Let's leave this thing of a cow was sold, people stole it. Why are dollars in a couch, not in a safe, not in the bank? Why are these dollars in a couch? That's where the matter starts and ends. You had dollars in your couch, you are wrong. That's it. It doesn't matter how these dollars got there or what they were for. Dollars are not in a safe, are not in a room somewhere. They are in a couch. Oh, no. What are we debating here? I'm so happy that the EFF has stood up and made the proper noise, giving that white monopoly capitalist a big headache. But I'm sure Cyril Ramaphosa, wherever he is, he's not enjoying this moment.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Shongwane Sinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we are back in the Constitutional Court with our President Cyril Ramaphosa, the issue of Phala one more time. You know what's funny about this issue of Phala thing? That no matter what this court decides, or no matter what the Constitution Court decides about the report of that independent commission that investigated Phala, this issue is going to go back to Parliament again. Impeachment is going to happen in Parliament again. How is the DA going to vote? Where is the ANC going to find the strength this time around to keep Cyril Ramaphosa as president? Where are they going to? 2025 is going to be very hot for the ANC. And I honestly can see Cyril Ramaphosa stepping down as president of the ANC before the local election. Because remember, he's going to anticipate another drop. He does not want to preside over 2 drops of the ANC. 17% in the national elections. What if they drop again in the local election? And it looks like they will drop. Already their alliance partners are not voting with them and everything. So Cyril Ramaphosa has to do the right thing. I mean, this thing, I'm sure it's in his mind right now. He's thinking about it. Just says, the AFF is again on my case. The ATM is on my case. I'm not in good standing with the Democratic Alliance. If the Democratic Alliance will vote to protect me, what are they going to require? What is going to be their demands? All of those things is going to come into play. But let's listen to what Vuyo Tambo said about Cyril Ramaphosa going to jail.
No. Ramaphosa must go to jail. We must have this, Phala matter brought back to the table and it being dealt with. We're not going to have people respecting the law if the number one citizen, as it were, does not respect the law and is protected by the organs of the state. No, we're going to have a sizable number. We're going to have a number that sends the right message to say that Ramaphosa must account like all of us. If Ramaphosa doesn't account, why should I account? I never took the highest oath, or I didn't take the number one oath. I'm not the number one citizen in this country, but I do abide by the laws of this country. Why should an ordinary person who's not a member of parliament, who's not a councillor, who's not a minister, who's not a president, why should they hold or rather why should they be accountable to anyone if the president of this country does what they do? So crime won't be solved by a president, or corruption won't be solved by a president who is corrupt. Ramaphosa must vacate that office. He's not fit for office. Thank you.
As a leader, lead by example. It's as simple as that. The flock that follows you behind are going to go exactly where you have stepped. If you think about that, the wolves that run, that pull us, that's their master on the snow. As the wolves are running on the snow, they are following the pack leader there in front. That is why the crime stats are where they are in South Africa. Because even our president does not respect the law. That is that is what Vuyo is saying. There's no order here in this country. If the number one citizen who has taken oath, the biggest oath in our country, is not following the law, then what is it that we are trying to do in South Africa? Senzan, really. You know, and they've always portrayed Cyril Ramaphosa as this clean guy, so calm. He is a calm guy. He comes across as a person who's very calm, a person who's not skelamrach. He's not a crook. He's already rich. He does not need to steal state money and all of those things. But once we got a hold of what they were trying to do, that Vuyo Mkhwebane has taken out that bank statement of the CR7 campaign, and we saw that the elective conference was actually bought for 1 billion. Then we saw, man, this one is not the right guy. Even white monopoly capitalists have turned against him. They supported him so that they can remove Jacob Zuma, but after that they never stood behind him. That's why the economy never improved. That's why nothing ever improved during his time. So the issue is, why was the money in the couch? Why?
Perhaps let me just finish and then you can come back and comment on those two paragraphs. Yes. We then find that the $580,000 is not put into a safe, and I would have thought more importantly, it is not put into a bank where it would have earned interest at about 2,300 Rand per day. The first thing anybody who receives 8.7 million Rand wants to do is to make sure it goes into their money market account. You don't leave that much money, sorry, I'm now speaking as a matter of common sense. You don't just leave that money either in a safe or under a sofa. I'm not talking about, it's common cause that it wasn't banked and it was hidden in a sofa.
Yes.
Nobody is asking this question to the public protector. The public protector, that useless child, oh my God, that girl. You know when that girl said, the sale does not mean that, no, the transaction does not mean there was a sale. Advocate Koleka, when she said that, I was like, oh my God, Bamtate, bro. Bamtate. We had strong. Tulima Donsela was a white monopoly capitalist puppet, but she was bold and strong in what she was saying. Vuyo Mkhwebane was bold and strong. Vuyo Mkhwebane being the best, public protector in recent time. You see, so there's no boldness. You listen to Tulima Donsela speaks, you can hear the authority that she's speaking. There's character there. Vuyo Mkhwebane, you guys know how much I love Usis Busi. We Kaslam, Ekwaha Fontaine, Sonkes Vela Lapa, one rebele, Usisam Kulu Geloy, Funuguza next guy lawyer. So, why is this money in a couch? Why are we debating all the other things but not debating this one? No, we don't care. They stole the money. They bought a cow. They what? After buying this cow, the safest place at the resort was in a couch. Aye, man, guys, come on, man. Take us serious, man. Cyril, take us serious. You and your people, take us serious. As a country, take us serious. I don't care about any other information. I don't care the domestic workers were kidnapped and what. I don't care about all that other information. The money was in the couch. What? I'm not safe, lab. I'm not safe. This is it's embarrassing, man, as a country that we are debating money that is in the couch, because it must stop right there. Money was in the couch. Stop. You broke the law. Nothing else must be debated. But anyway, the judges, or what do they call them? The judges, they're asking, what about the vote of the 6th administration? Do we just scrap it, look over it, and ignore it? What must we do? Listen to what the lawyers say.
What happens then with the vote of the 6th Parliament? Those votes, what happened to them? We just strike a pen through them?
Yes.
Or press delete on the computer?
I beg your pardon?
We press delete on the computer
Yes.
for that vote. Seems to me quite drastic for a court to do.
It's what the Constitution enables you to do when you are confronted with unlawfulness, even if it emanates from another organ of state.
I have no further questions, just to say that the good news is, in the end, Hercules does slay the Hydra.
Rather Hercules than Sisyphus, I'm afraid, but be that as it may.
Guys, the 6th administration, listen to what I'm saying. The 6th administration in Parliament was the worst we ever had in South Africa. The worst. You can say whatever you want. That administration was the worst for black people in particular. That administration was the worst. They did nothing for us, those ones, except for giving us 350s. I still maintain, take these 350s and build factories each and every month. Let people get jobs and let people get a wage that they can survive on. Nobody wants to manage it. It's in the billions. You can imagine there's South Africa has got people, I think 12 point something million people that are dependent on grants. 12 point something million people. Imagine the majority of those people getting 350. Imagine how many 350s is that. Imagine what they can do with those 350. Where did our government take this money? Because we are in debt, Tina, man. But every month is I keep in mind. So for me, the 6th administration we can't debate, man. What is it? Those people? The ANC had a majority in Parliament, so they could protect their president. They did it in the 5th administration with what do you call it, Nkandla. They did it also in the 6th administration with Phala. So embarrassing. And you still had MPs that came up and say, listen, my vote was wrongfully captured. I'm marching the party line. I'm voting for what my party said I must vote for. I'm telling you.
And what we draw attention to here is, look at what the individual ANC MP says. And I'm not hooking the entire submission on this. I'm just saying, here's another indication of the reality of how politics operates in the House. Is Ms. T. Mohammed Phala. Yes, Mohammed
She wanted
Phala.
correction of her votes, whether it should be yes
Correct.
or no.
So that's it. But even if we didn't have that evidence on the record, the debate goes back to that earlier Glenister point that I made, which is that it's not wrong for a litigant to say that the structure adopted in decision-making lends itself towards unlawfulness, and that the basis of the attack which is being launched, and which my clients have launched, is to remedy that potential unlawfulness which stems from the structure as it exists. And so we would say, never mind the evidence, there's also the Glenister line of arguments which allows us...
Sorry, before you leave this point, doesn't that interchange or reference to Mrs. Mohammed Phala indicates that she looked and realized that her vote was wrongly captured, she wanted a correction of that, and that in itself would mean that she exercised her mind.
No.
Or we should read into it that she had been influenced.
But look at her actual words, because that's important then. Because what the actual words say is, it says, "It came to my attention that my vote for party line is captured incorrectly. Vote for party line is no." And then she goes on to say, "It came to my attention, interjections, that it was recorded as a yes. I vote no, thank you." So what she herself tells you is that it's not a separate application of her mind, it's that she was responding to her party line. And remember, there's a distinction here about the party line. I think, based on UDM at least, if it was a nakedly political party line, so in other words, Minister Lamola said, whatever this report says, as an ANC MP, you vote against it, come hell or high water.
The majority of the ANC MPs are thinking with their stomach in Parliament. We can applaud people like Abo Lindiwe and Abo Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, who have shown us that they can stand up and say, okay, my party is going this way. But as an individual that took an individual oath in here in Parliament, I said this thing is wrong. You still remember Mama Ndinyo, Mama Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma saying, as a disciplined cadre of the ANC, I'm voting yes. And that was drama. Hey, that was the good days when we had parliamentarians that are brave. Not these ones that are saying, no, I want to toe my party line. Look, that statement that you made, you stupid nincompoop, now is being used in court against the same president that you were trying to protect then. That stupid statement, because Aona Ngondo, is being used in court. What now? What now? Yes. So you can't trust anything that those politicians did. They used their majority to get rid of Busisiwe Mkhwebane. I'll never forgive them. They used their majority to impeach the best public protector with 3 clean audits back to back. Or was it two clean audits back to back? 3 months. Because there was no other public protector before her that got those clean audits back to back. Not Thulima Tonsela, nobody. Busisiwe Mkhwebane was the best public protector that South Africa had. Even the amount of cases that she was winning compared to how much she lost, and the amount of cases that she attended to, the number, she did better than any other public protector. So you can't debate this. They impeached Dr. John Hlophe. They impeached him. This majority of the ANC, of the 6th administration, that we must take serious. We can't take those people serious. They mashed the party line. They were not voting with their mind. They were not voting rationally. They were not voting according to what the constitution was saying. The stomach politics was leading them. And I want to finish this video with Babu Vuyo Zungula. I mean, we have to thank this brave man who's in that small island called the ATM. He must move from that island and come to the other bigger parties. I don't know why the EFF is not stealing this guy right now. I wonder what they're waiting for. But anyway, let's hear what Vuyo Zungula had to say.
That report, Aldrin, it is still a legally binding and valid report. If the president really believed in what he was saying, he would have gone to court on a separate issue. You'll recall that he even tried going to the Constitutional Court with the sole objective of seeking to overturn that report, but he failed. He could not get an audience by the Constitutional Court. But as things stand now, that report is legally binding. Our view is that outside of that report being overturned and being set aside, there is no justification for a person to say that report was flawed, because only a court of law can overturn that report, not the opinions of members of parliament. Secondly, the majority in parliament, or the members of parliament, must operate and conduct themselves in a manner that is consistent to the constitution. Even if they have a majority, they need to exercise that majority in line with what the constitution requires. It cannot be that they are going to take a decision that is against the constitution, but because they've got a majority, then it seems as if it's normal. That is why we approach the courts just to set aside that decision as a decision that was unlawful, that was irrational, because in our view, yes, they had the majority, but the majority took an unlawful decision.
You know, when Cyril Ramaphosa was trying to avoid this thing of Phala appointing an independent commission of former judges and lawyers and all of those things, thinking that is clever, that report, it came back to say, no, actually you have got something to answer for. And it's Parliament that used their voting the party line to get rid of that report. But unfortunately, we still have the Constitutional Court where the EFF has taken this matter. The days of Cyril Ramaphosa as president in South Africa are numbered. I'm telling you, he's not going to be president of the ANC on the local elections 2026. He's simply not going to take that risk. He's not going to take that risk. He must save himself right now and go and fight this Phala thing outside Parliament and fight it there. He must do that because his days are numbered. The report that he tried to push away, it's in court now. The courts are saying, but why is it that this report was ignored? These parliamentarians, are they really voting according to what the Constitution says? The answer is no. So I don't see what can save Cyril Ramaphosa right now. And I want to continuously thank Vuyo Zungula to say, Vuyo Zungula, you are doing a good job. You are one of those political parties, politicians in those small parties that we all as South Africans, we look at you, we pray for you, we love you, we support you. And I'm asking you, Mr. Zungula, I know the party is yours. You started the ATM. Relinquish that power and move to the EFF. Relinquish that power and move to the MK political party. You will have a bigger impact as a politician. When I understand you, black politicians, they want to keep power. I understand. But I'm telling you, move to one of those parties. You will have a bigger impact in South Africa. I strongly believe in you, Mr. Vuyo Zungula. We pause away. We pause straight. Don't want to lie. I really, really love you. I love you like I love these people that are donating to Paseta. The Pan-African is cool. I mean, in November, you guys can see the numbers that are, the names that are moving on the screen of people who are saying, King, we support your vision. We support this issue of you wanting to build a black excellent school, a black school that is concentrated on African curriculums, a black school that is focused on bringing back the morals of children disrespecting teachers, children disrespecting their parents, children doing drugs at a young age, children not doing sports, all of those things. We appreciate what you are doing, King, and we are going to support you. And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, from my team and everyone, that we are very grateful for everyone that believes in this vision of Paseta. We are very grateful. I can't lie to you guys, and that is why in 2024 April we'll be making a launch. You guys, we have changed the venue. We have went for an even more fancier looking venue. So I'm very thankful that you guys are supporting us. Really, I'm very thankful that you guys are supporting us. I appreciate it so much, and I believe that when the launch is done, the type of work that we're going to do at the construction site is going to blow people's minds away. We are going for crazy designs, African patterns, African inspired designs of a school. And I believe that we as Africans can show the rest of other races that as Africans, if we unite, stick together, take out 50 rand each, we can do Isimanga. That's what I'm going to say today. So thank you so much, guys, for watching King Said So. Thank you for the support. Please click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and always leave the thoughts on the comment section. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.